Rent. You know, that thing that sucks your bank account dry at the beginning of every month. The cost of rent in the United States rose almost 3% since 2017, its fastest pace in almost 2 years. According to Zillow, the current median rent in the U.S. is $1,445. That's over $17,000 a year. A massive cost considering the median household income in America is around $57,000, according to the 2016 census. And rising mortgage rates are only making the problem worse. All this makes finding an affordable place to live an increasingly difficult task for potential buyers. So they rent for a longer amount of time. And so the circle of America's housing shortage goes round and round. Buyers can't find a home they can afford, they rent longer, demand for rentals and rent prices skyrocket. But it's not just draining savings accounts. Rising rent in some of the nation's largest cities are creating an increase in the homeless population. And according to Zillow, homelessness is expected to continue to rise along with rent in some of America's largest cities like New York, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., and Seattle. In fact, a 5% increase in New York rent over the next year would force almost 3,000 more people into homelessness. In LA, the homeless population would grow by roughly 2,000. However, not all cities saw a direct relationship between rent and homelessness. Chicago, for example, has actually seen a slight decline in the homeless population, and it could be due to rent control, or lack thereof, something economists say can cause housing shortages in cities across the country. You see, Chicago has a citywide ban on rent control. That means the government can't control and regulate the amounts charged for rented housing. According to the LA Times, the homeless population in Los Angeles has increased by 75%, and more than 100,000 homeless people currently live in California, the state which also has the strictest rent control policies. New York City faces a similar problem. More than 125,000 people were housed in homeless shelters last year, and that doesn't even include the number of homeless people sheltered. Economists have proposed different solutions, from a government intervention to landlords renting properties on the free market. But one thing is clear: the housing shortage will only get worse as populations in big cities increase over time.